imaginary friend yang berhasil membuat satu buku puisi dalam bahasa Inggris, dan saya akan membacakan puisi dari buku ini. Jadi gini ceritanya. Si alter ego saya ini satu hari memiliki banyak sekali keresahan tentang hidup, tentang identitas dirinya yang bukan orang Jawa di kota yang penuh dengan orang Jawa, yang sudah umurnya matang tapi tidak menikah juga, yang masih belum memiliki rumah, tanah dan mobil sendiri, dan berbagai macam keresahan laki-laki pada umumnya. Dan dia pun menulis banyak cerita di buku ini, dan salah satu judulnya adalah Blank Me Not. Izinkan saya membaca dalam bahasa Inggris ya, karena puisi ada bahasa Inggris. To be dark and gray is to be alive. Among all the colors, they will stay, exist, and steady, and never away. They help us to know the whites revive. Dark teaches us to appreciate bright. His absence makes us see the beauty of life. For when he is back on track, we rest and breathe the warmth of the nest. Gray has always been misunderstood. Dim, ugly, blank, and sometimes cruel. But let us not forget his state before. Gray is a white, whom deep in his work. So this goes to those misperceived, their story told in quiet and in hidden. Their presence mocked, their absence praised, yet their help forgotten and misinterpreted. They are made to help you learn, to help you see and stand between the lines, and to embrace the lesson they solemnly provide. They let you shine bright even if they left you to the side. Here is what they want you to claim. Learning your potential is their gift for you. Counting your blessings is what they want you to sow, to let you think of life and what to decide. Kemudian beberapa waktu 2017, 2016, oke. Alam semesta, Tuhan dan berbagai hal yang baik adanya mengizinkan saya mengalami sebuah kecelakaan. Ya, saya hampir mencium manis Sang Dewi kematian karena saya terlempar dari motor 40 langkah dari motor. Oke, sempat mengalami cinta sesaat dengan sisi sedan sebelah kanan milik orang asing dan dibawa ke RKZ, tetapi dokter jaganya bilang bohong, ini nggak mungkin, ini ketabrak, habis berkelahi ya. Kamu dari mana? Timur? Ambon? Papua? Jangan macam-macam kamu. Tidak mungkin ini kecelakaan. Ini hanya berkelahi biasa. Sudah, saya kasih obat penurun demam saja, karena kamu sedikit demam. Sudah, pulang sana. Dan 2 minggu selanjutnya, saya dan Shrek seperti saudara kembar. Karena sebagian muka saya bengkak. Dan sempat terpikir, apakah saya menjadi live actionnya Shrek saja? Dan akhirnya saya menulis puisi berikut. Lebih tepatnya ini bercerita tentang pengalaman seorang yang hilang di tengah lautan tapi ditemukan kembali. The ladies, the sea invited me calm and easy, clear morning light and swell breeze singing, warm salt water as blue as the eye can see. And as I wandered through the water to the knee, my memory brought me back to my younger days of wild adventures among the reefs, of thousand encounters between the waves, of my collision with the ladies on that gloomy day at the water grave. It was November, storm as I recall. The sea was nasty and cruel and merciless. Something had awakened her fury and her rage. My crew and I could only plead and pray as she spat her rage again and again. My ship had cried and trembled at her wake, and as her fury smashed us at the harness, the ship's hull could take it no longer. It cracked and splintered, and us no longer. The raging sea grabbed me by her muzzle. Down I went into her belly to satisfy her hunger. Choked and strangled, toppled and crumbled, she pushed me around. My fellow crew she had slain. Still alive, I struggled. A wicked way of made her play. As I whispered seductively, I imagined she said, "Don't go now, my captain. With you, I want to play. We still have plenty of time to use, plenty of songs to slay." So further down I went and down. The blue lady kept me trapped. My body's heavy, my soul started to get weary. She kissed me once and slapped me 20. Or was it 200? I cannot say really. For my mind was smog, blurred, and muddy. My body turned into rock, dying like unselfish clay. As my fate was trembling upon the dire thread, the lady in the chamber noticed the art of my trembling yarn on her spinner, twisted and wrung and raveled on the spun. She wondered why would that may be, and paid attention to my desperate plea. The faith spinner opened her ears, she listened to my cry. Had mercy on me. My string she pulled, spun its tires, into liquid iron it went. Snap braked, it wouldn't. So finally, the sea let me go. The blue lady moves, finally going go. The greatest gratitude, a silent prayer to the lady who made me unbroken, spinning the faith in solitude, I pray. So, jadi ceritanya karena waktu saya kecelakaan itu sempat, wah, gila. Yang saya dengar tuh cuma satu. Mungkin teman-teman familiar dengan lagu di doa di buku, namaku disebut. The moment ketika saya habis berciuman dengan badan sedan itu dan terlempar 40 langkah itu, saya cuma dengar suara mami saya lagi berdoa. Oke? Dan itu mengingatkan saya dan membuat puisi tentang doi. Terima kasih sudah mendengarkan cerita saya. Jadi begitu ceritanya. Thank you.